Okay, part two. So you have your introduction and your thesis written, and we are now on to body paragraphs. So again, you're going to pick the prompt that you've been working with. First of all, breathe. You can do this. You're going to think about what your evidence is and how you can best support it. Number one tip, you have to create a topic sentence that clearly shows what you're going to be proving in that body paragraph, okay? Create that topic sentence with that evidence. It's really important that you are still talking about the why. So how does this evidence, why does this evidence show and prove your thesis statement? Your commentary is so important, okay? The other thing that is important is transitions. We want to make sure you're guiding your reader through your argument. Lastly, keep that line of reasoning in check. Are you constantly going back to topic sentence, thesis statement? Topic sentence to topic sentence to thesis statement the whole way through. This does not need to be 5 paragraphs. It's too hard to do in a 40-minute time period. Think about 4. We talked about before how you don't necessarily need to do an entire counter argument, but somewhere there should be a nod to addressing the other side or a concession of some sort. So I like to sometimes think about it as my topic sentence of one of my paragraphs. Maybe spending 1 or 2 sentences in that concession before moving to my point that is kind of more my rebuttal. So you can kind of combine them in that way. I have a lot of stuff for you to read through here that are examples, and I want you to notice that I don't expect that you have, like when I show you the body paragraph, it's pretty extensive. I do not expect that in 40 minutes. This one was written by an English teacher, and we're wordy, so don't worry about that. But what I wanted to show you here in this slide is the connection here between his thesis and his topic sentence. The colors match to show you what relates to what. Anytime he's using blue, he's using a transition. So his thesis says, although many individuals can find just about any situation offensive, and it's incredibly unrealistic to apply warning labels to everything, placing cautionary labels and ratings on commonly agreed upon troubling content is appropriate. So that's his thesis. And his very next sentence, because it's his first topic sentence, says, just about anyone can admit that recent controversies surrounding the holiday marking practices of private business highlight the incredibly temperamental nature of the human psyche, making it quite hard to entirely monitor the troublesome content that's out there. So he has a lot of things he's going to cover in this essay. He is going to cover he's going to cover cautionary labels and ratings, and about how when it's agreed upon it's appropriate, but he's also going to cover how humans have an issue with being offended by everything. And that's what he's going to start talking about here in his first paragraph. So if we look here, don't panic when I show you this. This is a lot. I don't expect you to have all this, but what I want you to do is I want you to take a couple notes. I want you to first read through all of it. And I want you to notice the blue. I want you to notice, for example. Also important to note, interestingly enough, and yet, but rather, right? These are his transitions. The other thing that I really want you to notice is the stuff in black. Because, so, since, due to. This is the why. Those are the words that force you to explain. This evidence confirms that because, okay? This shows that because. This idea is proven since. Right? That's what we're looking for. So I want you to take a minute and I want you to read through all of this to see how he builds his evidence and then his commentary. Also notice there is more commentary than there is evidence. The next slide here is just his second body paragraph topic sentence. So I wanted to again show you how that connects. Okay, back to it. So this time he's going to be talking about the second part of his thesis. Okay, when you're done reading and you get to a good spot, it's time. It is time for you to write your first body paragraph with your first piece of evidence or your first reason. So I'm giving you 10 minutes to do that. It should echo your thesis statement. So if you have a closed thesis, you have the first piece of evidence in your thesis, that's what you should be writing about here. Good luck.